The US government shutdown, which just ended after 43 days.
The fear of Trump is the beginning of risk management.
His first term, he had three shutdowns.
How does it impact the US dollar and the broader market sentiment?
Over 2 million accounts were liquidated.
I was affected at the very beginning, actually.
More than 1,000 people lost their lives.
As forex traders, what is going to happen?
You see, to me as a trader, how do you adapt without the volume?
Suppose it happens again.
You either get in or they want more charge.
At least now the shutdown that it has come to an end, now the market is going to stabilize.
I'm one of them. I'll celebrate it.
You've heard of the 100% impulse of the tariffs on the Chinese goods.
But Trump is unpredictable. Today he says this, tomorrow he says that.
Trump is creating a scenario for his investors.
Sign up for HFM, you're not going to regret. Welcome back to Traders Talk. I am your host, Julius. Today, we have got two major topics shaking the markets. First, the US government shutdown, which just ended after 43 days. And then, the move by Donald Trump to impose 100% tariffs on Chinese goods. And what that means for forex traders, crypto and gold traders. These are not just political stories. They ripple through forex commodities and the risk markets. So let's dive into it. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
Welcome back.
Thank you for having us.
Let me start with Mr. Isaac. Say hello to our viewers.
Yes, my name is Asekazo Isaac. Thank you for having us, Mr. Julius. Yeah, hello.
Here you are.
Hello. Here
Mr. Bashir.
Yes, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Yeah, this is Bashir Chionga, Blocfiafrica.
Blocfiafrica, Bashir Chionga. You're most welcome. Sharifa?
Yes, hello, good afternoon, good morning, and good evening to our lovely viewers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure to be with you guys.
So these people are here to break down all that I have mentioned. So let's not waste much time. We have had US shutdown. The government has been shut down for some good days. Actually, it's even though it opened, but there's someone who just heard about government shutdown. They have no idea of what it is. So if someone hear government shutdown, what does it mean? And actually, why did it happen to take all that time of the 43 days?
Mr. Julius, unlike in Africa or Uganda, we have different arms of government.
Okay.
In Uganda also we have arms of government.
I was like,
Like we have the executive,
Mm-hmm.
and then we have the judiciary, and then the
Legislature.
legislature or the parliament. Yeah. Now, the main work of the parliament is to draft, how do we call it?
the parliament.
Yeah, like
To set rules.
not setting rules, but to budget, to budget.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to bring out the budget. So, in that case, what the shutdown means, like the government brings out a bill, the budget, and then the parliament approves the budget.
The government presents the bill
Yeah.
to the parliament,
Yeah.
Yes.
and then the parliament approves it.
and appropriates
Okay.
the budget.
Okay.
That is the correct word, appropriates.
Okay.
So the government allocates like some whatever resources that we are going to do ABCD, and then the parliament looks through it to see, is it really viable? Why do you put 10% of the budget maybe on security other than agriculture? If it is, then the government explains to the parliament through the Ministry of Finance, for example, in Uganda. Now, if the parliament is not convinced on how you're allocating resources, it can say, no, we are doing this, or we are putting this money on this sector, so that then takes back the bill to the president to sign. That is why it is called a bill. we remember one time the president of Uganda returned that bill, the budget,
Back to the parliament.
back to the parliament, that you put back this amount. Then he signed. So that is it in that case. Now, in America, the parliament can decide not to allocate certain priorities as the government has
Even though the
proposed.
government wants it to be like that, but
Yeah.
the parliament refuses to decide or to approve it.
Yes, to approve it. Then that's what happened. That we shall not give you this money,
Okay.
unless you include the sector. In most cases, I mean, in this particular case, they wanted to allocate more resources. I think 1 trillion to healthcare. There is Obamacare and Biden care, which Trump wants to scrap off. So Trump said, no, it's not time. You give us the budget as we have. And they refused to sign it, the Democrats.
Okay.
So then the government said, if you're not allocating us the money, why should we continue working? Let us shut down. Because we don't have funds for...
That was President Trump.
Yes.
Okay.
And this is not the first time the shutdown has happened. Trump himself has had, now this is the 4th time of the shutdown, the government shutdown. In his first term, he had three shutdowns. In fact, he had the longest shutdown even.
Now he has broken his
Now
own
he
record.
has
Now
broken
he
Now-
his own record.
Now,
Yeah, it was 35 days, is it?
31 days.
31.
now
so
this
from
one is
31 to
43.
43
43
days.
days.
And according to what you're saying, we should expect more shutdowns.
Yeah. So he says that if you're not allocating us, this has happened before because it started way back in the 1880s. When they were saying the essence of budgeting, of bringing this law, was to have a balanced budget, not a deficit, that you spend more than you have. So that the parliament wanted to bring the government into check. Understand? That why do you do a deficit budget? Why do you spend more than what you have?
That's the parliament questioning the government.
The government.
Okay.
So that is why they brought that law that we shouldn't do more. We cannot give you more money, which we don't have, which you haven't budgeted for. For us, we even have more supplementary, even at the end of the budgeting, end of year. You can find that the government brings up a supplementary when we are having only a month to the end of the financial year. But in the US, you have to budget what you're going to use. So that is why they said, no, we shall not give you money unless you budget it for that money. To come with this, there is an attorney general for the government who decided that if you cannot give us money, why should we continue working? Like we have Chiwanu Kachiryo of Uganda. The Attorney General also sits in the parliament to advise the government on the law, on the laws. So he told the parliament, if you cannot allocate resources to the government, then the government should do what? Should shut down.
Should shut down
until you allocate. So here the Democrats, we know we have two major parties in the parliament of the Senate, the Democrats and the Republicans. The Republicans, the Trump party, for it was okay with the bill. But to pass that bill, the Democrats or the opposition should have a percentage also. Not only that if the Republicans are okay with it, then we pass it. No, there is a percentage. And to end the shutdown, there was 8 members of the Democrats who said, okay, let us open up.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, I from what you've explained, it's as if these two parties, they had disagreements
Yes.
on the funds to be allocated by the government.
Of
So
course.
when the government shuts down, what really happens? Suppose now the government of Uganda has closed. I'm just giving an example. I know it's not in Uganda, but I'm just giving an example.
Of course, in Uganda,
Now,
it can't
the
happen.
government has closed.
They will go to Chankwas.
They are not
or in
working.
State House.
What happens?
Okay. The people think that the government, when the shutdown was America shut down every offices. No, the private sector continued working, but the government offices, for example, the government schools, they stopped working. The non-essential workers, even the government itself, you couldn't, because in America you could see that you can go and take a tour into the White House, but in even the parliament, for you can go there and take a tour. They closed everything.
Okay.
Even the non-essential workers were not working. Only the army, the essential security organs like FBI, CIA,
Like
whatever.
the way it was here during COVID.
in the lockdown.
Yes, they say only
Okay.
the health workers, and then the airports. You see that even the airports, they
Mr.
delayed.
Bashir, even the airports, it had reached an extent that whereby some flights were being
cancelled.
They cancelled,
because of the shutdown.
Yeah, almost.
I think that is one of the reasons why the shutdown had to come to an end. Otherwise, they couldn't miss out on such a bigger inflow.
Yeah, they stranded. There were so many people who got stranded on the airports. I think I had the statistics yesterday that almost 10,000 flights were cancelled within these
in the
40
US.
Yeah,
yes,
the
in the
43
US.
days, yes.
Okay.
So if I may ask, why would something that big, that important, go down for over 43 days? You said 43 days?
Yeah, 43
Yeah,
days.
43 days.
Because
yes.
that looks so big.
I'm wondering, why did it take all that time?
Yeah.
Well, they had disagreements. How can you close public services in the country and it takes over 43 days?
In the Senate, is it the Senate? The Parliament.
Yes, it's the Senate.
The majority are the Republicans. Now they didn't want to give up on the minority,
To
the
give in.
opposition, to give in. So they were voting. They had sessions and they were voting until they concluded that even there are some
There are people
who
wanted
refused,
to continue.
because they were saying you can't remove the tax holidays, the benefits on the health insurance on everyone. On the health insurance, because it is crucial and very, very important according to the US. Now, the first record Trump broke, he wanted money for the Mexico wall. And they were saying it is not as important as to spend money on
That
the
was the
wall.
Senate saying that.
Yes, before. Now here he's saying that we cannot provide the incentives on medication.
Yet you want to build a wall.
So there was that confusion. In any parliament, the opposition will come up. Like, we cannot allow this. And for the opposition in America, it has that power to hold the government accountable on anything. So if they don't agree on certain things, they will not pass any bill.
Happen.
Yes.
Okay, interesting. Actually, it's during COVID when I noticed that I'm not essential. No, I was working. So when I came to know that I'm not essential, because I could see people working in hospitals, army people, they are the people who are working. Now, were those people, the essential workers in the US, were they getting their payments during the shutdown?
They had to cut. Yes, they were getting some, not the whole amount that they were supposed to be getting.
Okay.
They were getting.
Okay, the payment, it is like, even those who are laid off, the non-essential, they are supposed to get their payment. And why those people, the Democrats were saying that, why would we pay for the work not done? We have put the economy on a standstill. We have made people to suffer, and then we have to pay these people. And Trump was telling them, you pay, you bring the bill, you pass the bill, you fund us,
People
us,
get paid.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
get paid. For everyone, they put the paychecks on hold for that matter.
Okay.
Yes,
I believe they will get paid their money.
they will pay. They will pay. They have to get paid.
They will
Oh,
sue
they-
you, man. They
yeah.
can sue the government. It's not Uganda. They can sue
Then
you.
that
You have
will
to pay.
call in for another shutdown.
That's so much interesting. Now, this takes me to another question or concern. When the government shuts down, how does it impact the US dollar and the broader market sentiment? I'm saying this in the sense of a forex trader.
Oh, okay. Okay, I can't take that.
Like the government has closed.
I know what you mean.
How does this affect the US dollar
Yeah.
as the currency
And the forex trader himself.
and the broader market sentiment of forex trading?
Okay,
Yeah.
in this sense, according to history, when you look back on the previous about 20 something shutdowns, the market doesn't react like negatively because it knows, of course, the market will, the economy will open up eventually.
Yeah.
And in this particular case, in the 43 days or 41 of the market, we had new all-time highs of the stock market, the equities.
Yeah.
The market was moving up.
Yeah.
We had new all-time high on NASDAQ, I think on
Gold.
gold, US 30, S&P 500.
Yeah.
We in this, in particularly the previous 43 days, the market performed almost 3% on average.
Yeah.
So even before, it has been that because they know. And unfortunately, after announcing the end of the shutdown, until the market crashed.
Yes.
So I don't know the
Yeah,
essay. The market crashed on the news.
yeah.
That have been a good news.
Actually, what was expected, because I was on a certain podcast and they talk a lot of fundamentals, and everyone was expecting the bullish move on equities, NASDAQ, ESN, S&P 500, ES, and actually it crashed. But I think that goes down to me. It goes down to structure, and when you look at their pairs, it depends on what you trade, but the pairs that are mainly backed by volume, and volume, for me, volume does not mean a volume profile or these volume bars, because the people who have an understanding of volume profile, I'm not saying it's bad, they have an understanding. For me, I tried it, I didn't understand it very well. Okay, I understood where volume was and what, but I didn't understand why. Okay, I think that is more technical, but just to cut it short, I didn't understand why you just have to pick a specific day and see where the volume was. I don't think that makes a lot of sense, but people understand that. But the point I'm trying to drive home is the red. When you look at October and the beginning parts of November, you will see that the red folder days, now those are the ones that I look at for volumes. They are gone. So how do you trade now? You get, for someone who's used to volume, like me specifically, I love trading the red folder days. At worst, at least orange, you get. So that is gone from the market. Now, when you're trading a pair like a gold-backed pair, you need that red folder news on gold. Yeah. So how do you react? For us who don't know a lot of microeconomics and what, we basically know structure and what?
And
The forex factory calendar. Okay, the calendar, to predict when the volume is coming in. So how do you trade? That is very, very important. I was affected at the very beginning. Actually, I remember the day of the shutdown. I was in a trade, and so I entered the day before, and the day was showing red, and was showing the following day is red. So someone tells me, this is have you heard of the shutdown and what? So I check, there's no news. You get? I was counting when I entered the trade the day before.
You knew the news were too.
Yeah, I knew.
Someone called you talking of the shutdown.
Yes.
And then you went to check the news on the forex factory.
Yes, and it has disappeared.
There was nothing.
I was like, it was scary because naturally when I'm trading gold, dollar-backed pairs, I love the volume. So I was the first thing that came to my head, should I close it? Because it was new to me. So I was like, but since I have that feeling that we mind it at them, whatever the case. Okay, if it fails, kakanye. We wake up tomorrow and start again.
Something
And thankfully enough, it hit take profit. But it is a very big. And I was listening to someone yesterday, and he was telling me his worst trading month was October, up to now because of the shutdown. And I understand, because if you're used to a certain trading system that you have back tested, because most of our back tests, they are over 5,000 hours, and you tell that to someone, they think you're joking. But let me tell you something: if you want to be a profitable trader, people don't. I've found a lot of people who think backtesting is not that important, but you put in a lot of hours just to pick your data, and that data is affected by some things, and one of them is off. And I was listening to someone who said that one of the reasons why some people are just failing because court reports. I don't know if you know Commission of Trader reports.
Yes.
So many people use them in their trading because I've seen so many professional traders talk about them. Shutdown, they're not coming out. You get what I'm saying? So now, how do you adapt from there? You see, to me as a trader, how do you adapt without the volume? Someone who is used to, there are people who don't care about the volume. They might be okay with it. Now, for those who care about the volume, now what happens? Then you go into the microeconomics that maybe Bash will explain more.
Actually, this is the first, I think this was my first time to see NFP skipped.
2 times.
And CPI.
Now CPI skipped. Last time we had CPI data, but this month we skipped it.
But it wasn't impactful as well.
No, it came later.
It came like a week after. So I've never seen NFP skipped. Maybe it could skip for a week, but not a month. Now we've skipped 2 NFPs. And actually, I heard someone saying, like, analyzing that we could maybe not get this data, this month, last month data, the NFP for last month because of that skip. And also, now the government, the Fed is going to use that skip of data not to cut rates. And there is a 50-50 because Trump was telling the Jerome Powell to cut interest rates. Now, I like literally forcing him that you have. Now, they have got that excuse that we don't have back data to cut interest.
So that they can cut
the interest rate. And the December interest rate, FOMC meeting is now on 50-50. A pause or even not even a cut.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, what do you expect when it comes to NFP and CPI after Trump has signed? And these people are saying that they have no data to consider so that they can cut the interest rates. So what are you guys putting in mind as forex traders? What is going to happen?
Truth be told, when I look at the calendar, I don't care about the data. I don't really consider the data. I just know these are red folder news. Then I have 3, the big ones that can really mess up your account. Because if you trade on those ones,
Of course.
NFP, CPI, and FOMC. At least CPI I can. Okay, depending on the mood. Okay, I don't trade CPI. I'm joking. There's no mood here. There's no. It's not I'm feeling like good and what. No. I just don't trade on those days. NFP, CPI, FOMC. The what?
The red folder.
There are meetings. Those ones are not that important. The statement. The statement. Those ones I don't trade. Usually it comes out at 9-10 here in Uganda, late at night. That's what I would say. Those ones I don't trade. So me personally, because I'm a structure person, I basically look at structure, FVG, and all that stuff, highs and lows, price action. Basically, I just know these days I'm not trading. And when you ask me the release and all that, I don't know what they talked about. I don't understand what happened. Because as I was telling you, I tried to understand the microeconomics and my trading was so difficult. Yet life was also difficult. Everything was becoming so difficult for me and so confusing. So I decided to stick on what I know. I just told myself, since I don't understand this thing that well, let me leave these 3 news days.
Because Isaac, as we are still on that very point, think of this trader who has got no opportunity of hunting this information, this data to read and understand what is happening behind the curtains. But they are on the charts trading.
Yeah.
The government has resumed people are working, offices are open.
Yeah.
Meaning things now have changed.
Yeah.
What should they expect?
Okay. Thinking of that trader, first of all, he should know that there is news or not. Yeah? Forex factor. If you don't know that, please go back and start again. You have a problem. Level 1. You really need to go to level 1. Because if you don't understand there's news coming out and what, then there's a problem. If you don't know what NFP is, FOMC, CPI, there's a problem. It could probably be with your mentor,
They
but
should go back
sometimes
to
even
their
people are
mentors,
big-headed. They don't want to listen. They don't want to listen.
listen.
Yeah. So basically, that's the first thing. You should first see and have a vision of the week. Yeah.
Look into that camera and say,
Yeah, have a vision for the week. Usually, for me, okay, let me just give an example of my week, my normal trading week. With the big guys or without the big guys are the three guys I talk about: FOMC, CPI, and what? NFP. So if I have NFP on Friday, usually on Friday, I've seen it once on Thursday, and I think Friday was a public holiday.
Yeah.
I think it was last year, but it's usually on Friday. So I know from Monday to Thursday, it's a trading period for me. As I told you, I don't trade Friday because of NFP. So I would look at which days have some volume, some red news, orange news.
Whatever.
Yeah, they usually ISM. Sometimes Wednesday, Monday, around there.
The PPI.
No, PPI is after CPI or before, a day or after CPI. That is when PPI is. But I'm talking about NFP. So I know there is volume. As I told you, I love volume. Yeah? So what I'll do is I'll look at my charts and know those are my trading days. And I'll be comfortable to trade because I know they have volume. Okay? I don't know if I've fully answered your question, but I am trying. Maybe the other that is not coming out. You know these things to be quite ample. As trading is a very big,
Very wide.
technical,
Very
wide,
yeah.
and everyone has his own approach. The people who love, because there are people who come in now like CPI. Personally, after CPI, I love trading the equities, NQ, ES and NASDAQ, and yeah. After CPI like this, yeah, because they usually open at 9:30, which is usually 4:30. Of now it's 5:30 here. So when you come in at the open, when CPI is done, it is like the best time you can trade. Okay, for me personally, because they have shown you direction. Usually the manipulation is done. The direction is so clear.
Have got
Just
the pullback.
You have gotten everything you would love. You just have to wait for a few things. And this is, maybe let me just give us a simple gem for this. Just go on the 1 hour, wait for the FVG to be hit, wait for a 5 market structure shift, money made. You look at that again and again and again, and it's so interesting that happens again. But I'm just giving like how I would. But you expect more volume, that's what I would say, because the market has opened. And for us who love dollar-backed pairs, I think they'll be beautiful now to trade them on like the 1 hour, 15. Without that red folder news, it becomes quite difficult. You would probably have to use 4 hour, like, because me in the shutdown I was using 4 hour. I'm not comfortable with it because now I have to wait to trade. You put in a trade on Tuesday and get out on Friday, Thursday. I don't like that. But what to do?
Do you swing trade?
No, I don't. So I find that very difficult because I'm even afraid to keep. I used to be afraid to keep the trade overnight. Yeah, because of course pro farms and the rows and what. But if that is what is happening, you either get in or day one muchalo. There are two options.
You either have to dance to the tune or dance to the tune.
Yes, if tewali kutesa, webabiganye. In Uganda here, I think 70% of us we are farmers. Hey, we go back and do
Maybe, Mr. Julius, maybe if I can supplement on
Please.
that. Actually, traders, I have a few traders who are like, at least now the shutdown that it has come to an end, now the market is going to stabilize.
I'm one of them. I
But,
was celebrating. I was celebrating.
To me, there is no stabilizing and being disorganized. Maybe like what he said earlier, it's all about following the structure. Like, I mean, you just have, you know that one edge that you normally trade, that when you see, like it has portrayed, you don't need anyone to tell you, please place a trade. You place a trade. So these things have been there. It's only that the volume or the volatility, it is what has been lacking, that it has been there, but not so much. And again, there are even some few traders who are very comfortable with the volatility that was there during the shutdown, you know that they don't panic, they are okay
slow
with it.
traders.
Yeah, they're slow. They take things calmly.
There are even some traders who are like the female traders, but they trade like women, so they're okay. But now with the end of the shutdown, of course, expect the volatility, the NFP being, so impactful and volatile, but I don't think it is going to be so much volatile, because the shutdown has just ended, and they don't have the data that, like, at least for the past 2 months, they have not compiled that data. So I don't expect that it's going to be so much, effective, but at least they should expect it. It's going to be there, and the volatility is going to come, and people who enjoy trading the red folder news, they are going to come back on the market. But yes, the shutdown, tell you, definitely we have been benefiting. Maybe you guys, what you also missed talking about during the when you were talking about the assets that were affected by the shutdown, we saw Bitcoin coming all the way from the all-time high it had made. It's as if it was sponsored by Trump himself, and very many people lost their money. Very many people lost, and to the extent that some were like, to hell with trading. Trading has turned me from a billionaire to the poorest person on earth.
Now, as you still talk about the Bitcoin, we have seen Bitcoin and gold behaving differently. One was booming, the other one was crashing.
It was crashing, yeah.
Bitcoin was crashing as gold was pushing higher, making all-time highs. Over and over. Why do you think this happened? Which risk does it create to traders?
Bitcoin is still in the risk asset basket, and crypto, in that it is just a new asset. They are still adopting the asset as a tradable asset, as we know its history. And for this risk we are in, the Trump administration, Trump is a risk to the market, of course. They say...
You said he's a risk
to the market.
To the market.
Yes.
How and why?
Yeah, Trump just tweets. He created his own social media platform, and it is attracting so many people because of his tweets.
Yeah, and it's their signals.
And also the other thing, Trump is unpredictable. Today he says this, tomorrow he says that, and anything he mentions, believe me or not, it affects the market.
But Trump is there giving signals. if you are sharp enough, you can pick off some of those signals. When the economy is not doing so well, and it's like, everything is okay. He did that, I think, in April. Was it in April when the first thing, China thing started?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, the equities were falling. So someone told me, I didn't know because I don't follow micros a lot. Someone told me, Isaac, please, you see that signal? You give it a month. The equities started booming. Up to now, we have been going up.
There are memes about that when a trader is trading. Then Trump says China. So actually, even the instances of Bitcoin going to a new all-time high this last month of October, Bitcoin hit 126,000. That was a new all-time high. We know October to December, it is always a good month to crypto, which we call a bull run. But I think there is a according to the data, there was a coordinated syndicate to crash crypto.
Yeah. Because
there was nothing, then all of a sudden Trump came up and said, we are putting 100% on on tariff on China. Like if you charge us 30%, for us we shall charge plus 100, 30 plus 100% on anything. So this came abrupt. It had no basis. Actually, he said that on Friday. Then on Sunday, he said, there is no problem.
We are okay.
We are okay with
then the market went up again.
The market, according to this, there are people who opened up crypto wallets 30 minutes before. Others are like 12 hours before that tweet. And it is said they deposited, one account deposited over $80 million, leveraged like over 10 times 10.
Yeah.
That is about 1,000%. And then made a like sold gold on leverage, which we call a short. Shorted the market on leverage with $80 million and made over $100 million and closed the market after just he opened the trade even before a minute before the Trump tweet. He opened the sell position.
Yeah.
So it is said to be an inside trading thing.
So those are the signals.
Yeah, but you see, crypto is decentralized, right?
Yeah, it is.
So there was even rumor of Baron, his son, making 800 million over the short, and it has been going. When you're on X, I think you have seen all that, but you can't do anything to them. It's a
actually it is. First of all, it is non-regulated.
Yeah.
They have been doing this in the stock market.
Yeah.
They
But that is a
market.
crime in the stock market.
Yeah,
At least if
now
they can
it is-
prove
now
inside
it is.
trading.
But now you imagine even those are bali mukugeresa, like they are just assuming these wallets are to Trump his son.
No, but those wallets can be tracked. Okay, the
Yeah,
fact
they
that
are
he's
tracked,
president,
but-
you can't just speak anything you feel like because the law can get you. But the truth is, they can track the wallets.
And
It's
they
not
are,
like
they are
physical
on the
cash.
decentralized
Yeah,
platform,
decentralized.
Hyperliquid.
Yeah.
They are not on Binance.
Yeah.
They open the wallets on Hyperliquid, which
Yeah.
is a decentralized exchanger,
Yeah.
and they are new. It's not that they are connected on the same. On the older wallets.
Yeah.
So, and they made the withdrawal instantly, and actually, that is a very big syndicate. Because we have people almost on that crash only, over 2 million accounts were liquidated. 2 million accounts, not money. We had the biggest crash ever, over $19 billion.
I noticed someone who almost went mad, but I will come to that later, not now. There's
Maybe
something I want
something
you.
small.
There's something I would want us to talk about. Someone who almost went mad just because of that crash, but not now. That will be later. I still want to hear something from you people. President Trump being a crypto person who backs crypto, and now every time he makes a statement, either crypto can fall or shoots.
Yeah.
During the shutdown, we noticed crypto falling down. That was Bitcoin. And gold was pushing higher. I want to know, for the benefit of our viewers, is there any correlation between Bitcoin and gold? Why did one fall yet the other one was pushing higher?
Yeah, maybe what I can say on that, it's like when the shutdown happened, people were seeing gold as safe haven. They're like, at least they prefer keeping their assets or wealth in gold than crypto, which is unpredictable. So they were most of them, they were getting their investments from the crypto and everything to gold. That's why gold was shooting high as the Bitcoin and was falling.
Okay, so how now can you advise the traders who have heard this for the first time?
Someone told me, I haven't been a gold trader for very long. I've been a gold trader, I think, only this year, started this year, at around April. And someone was advising me, every time Trump says something, just buy gold. Maybe you just buy gold. And then it didn't make sense to me. But as Bash said, Trump is a risk to the market.
Exactly.
So and this is how forex works. When people are afraid, are uncertain, and not sure, they invest in gold. When things are not something is shaking them, you invest in gold. And maybe that could be a reason. Maybe people figured out that this guy is terrible for the markets. Because I personally trade predominantly Euro USD and GBP USD. This year, when I compare the performance and last year, the structure might be there, but the performance is not It's not the same. Last year was so simple. It was okay to me. I don't know if some people can call trading simple. Some people will never call trading simple. But when you have your edge and you understand, last year was smooth. Yeah. And to me, your USD was my best performing asset. And it has been for a while. But this year, gold has outperformed everything. And that is the Trump effect. Clearly, it has to be the Trump effect. Right?
Actually,
there's no stability.
Trump, even the first term of Trump, that is when I first knew the market. Like my mentor Raja would say that every day buy gold. You just buy gold in the New York session. And he made a lot of money. That is when I first saw him from starting trading 1 lot to 5 lot to 10 lots. Because he started making money just buying gold. Every time, like in their time, 9:30, you could just buy gold. Because Trump could come, like tweets China, Russia, North Korea, and then the market gets affected, gold pumps up to a new all-time high, which was, by that time, it was 2000. After Trump, the market crashed again. Gold market crashed. But now,
actually,
we
take
have
into consideration.
Yeah.
Just stays in a certain range for 5 months.
Yeah.
Then wait for Trump to come back. Then we go again.
So the past 4 years, the market was crashing or correcting. When Trump came, the market is now to a new all-time high from 1,000 whatever to 4,000 now. So Trump just takes anything. Even China, this is the year it has bought so much gold. When you look at the gold possession of China, it has skyrocketed to new all-time highs. Even Russia, meaning that the uncertainty, the trade wars have caused China and Russia to de-dollarize or to get out of, away from the US influence. That's what they want to do.
Okay. I think it before maybe you come in, I think it just made me remember the statement some traders made that the fear of Trump is the beginning of risk management. So Trump, I think, just like Mr. Bashir said, that they want to get away from, they want to end the dominance of the dollar against other currencies. That's why, every time Trump disorganizes them, they just get their investments and assets from, these other equities and everything to gold, because they see it as, something that is valuable. And so that's why gold is skyrocketing. And I think it will reach, some other highs before his reign comes to an end.
They are expecting up to
we are going.
5,000.
It really looks like it's still going.
It's just something nearer.
5,000.
Yeah, it's something nearer even.
Yeah, but when at the beginning of the year, when you talked about 4,000, it looked like a dream.
It
looked like a dream.
At the beginning of this year, we're expecting at least something like 3,500.
Yeah, we were expecting to be at 3,000.
Now we're at 4,000.
But someone in April told me 4,000, by the way. And I was like, how? Where? In my head, it did. In my head, it did make sense. But we reached there, and he called me like, you see, I told you at the beginning of the year. He called me around September, October, around that when we were hitting that. He was like, I told you. But for me, I didn't know that it had. I'd even forgotten because me, I don't look at values. I don't. Some people.
What you have made.
No. I look at structure. So I never really know the numbers. Although some people talk about the big figures and the round numbers one. But for me personally, I don't. I basically be looking at structure. So but he reminded me. I was like, But me, I still feel like we still have a chance. And when you look at its structure right now, starting from this week, it really looks like it's coming anytime.
No, please start looking at the numbers, because there are those psychological levels that the market, whenever it reaches there, it at least retraces, or if it goes against it, it will retrace back to that particular level, and then.
Yeah, everyone talks about the psychological levels.
Okay, but now, since the government has opened, do you celebrate for that? Are you happy for that?
I am very, very.
Mr. Bashir, are you happy for that?
For me, I didn't care about because I'm a gold trader, and gold actually
It has
gold,
its
if
volume.
you're a scalper,
Mm.
I'm both a day trader and a scalper. If you're a scalper, gold gives you good pips when it is in a range.
Mm.
And actually, so many scalpers lose money when in a training market.
Yeah.
So many scalpers. So for me, it was good.
You enjoyed the shutdown.
The shutdown was, I couldn't complain.
So you praise for another shutdown.
but it actually was skyrocketed in the shutdown.
Yeah.
I for one, I don't care.
Now, suppose another shutdown comes back. We have noticed that there are spikes during the shutdown
Yeah.
for gold, and yet Bitcoin was dropping.
Yeah.
So do you consider that as an opportunity or a fear?
No. I think.
Suppose it happens again.
Yeah, if it happens again, because I think some of those things you're talking about were not really market based, as Bash was trying to explain. There could have been other external factors,
Mm.
right?
The market didn't actually react on the, as I've said, on the actual shutdown. It didn't like significantly affect the market, although the volume and the volatility wasn't there due to the news. But the market continued. When you look at gold, as I've explained, when you look at the equities, the market was moving fine. Even the US dollar retraced. I think if you're seeing the US dollar has been positive. It was going up.
Yeah.
So in general. So literally the shutdown wasn't affecting much. But I think Trump himself, his tweets about the tariffs, those are the actual factors affecting the market.
And even when you look at the
because-
volatility, it's not steady volatility. What I'm trying to say, if you look at, I was there that Friday when he tweeted, and I was actually trying to buy the Nasdaq, so we went and hit the week's high, and somehow being a Friday, because Fridays are some of the most feared days to trade, with or without news, whatever. So I had to close because we had hit my take profit. And it was a Friday. I don't want to hold through the weekend. 2 minutes later, I looked at a red candle falling. I didn't know about the treats. Later, someone just told me. But when you look at such unsteady volatility, that candle was so big.
Yeah.
It took out 2 weeks worth of data. That you get what I'm saying? If a candle, one candle, yes, could cover. So that you clearly see there's something wrong here. That is not normal volatility. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
Actually-
showing that these are just external factors.
Meaning we should be expecting such and weird things happening. Eh?
Yeah.
As long as Trump
Actually,
is still
the-
the
As
president.
long
That
as it's
is-
in power.
And that was one of the causes of that big, because the volume was low because of the shutdown.
Yeah.
And then that tweet led to, because when you look at the gold candle, I mean the Bitcoin candle, the daily candle, it is the biggest ever Bitcoin has ever witnessed. So according to, that is the biggest crash. It is bigger than even FTX, whatever, COVID, the biggest of all of ever since. So it was escalated by the low volume in the market. Yeah. So as the market, I mean the shutdown is open, we expect volume to come into the market.
As the market
and those
opens, we expect
Yeah.
volume to come into the market. That was the insight from the forex traders. So you're there and you want to now face the market. Do not hesitate to use HFM. HFM is a very good broker, the regulated one. If you use it, trust me, you're not going to regret. If you're in Uganda, mobile money is allowed for both depositing and withdrawing. And trust me, it is instant. You're going to get it instantly. You deposit, your money hits your account instantly. You withdraw, your money hits your account instantly. You only find that at HFM. Now, let's look at Trump again.
Trump effect has
Trump
done
effect
something.
Has escalated. Now, you've heard of the 100% impose of the tariffs on the Chinese goods. What does this mean to a forex trader? Do you think it's just politics, or it's a strategy that is used in the market?
it depends on someone's strategy, first of all. We just know.
I mean the economic strategy.
The economy, and someone who goes into economics, like the fundamentals, someone who is into technical, it will be different. But for me, according to the tariffs, ever since the Liberation Day, that is when Trump announced the tariff plan. That is, I think, a year from a year now, ever since he started. I think it was in April, I don't remember, April in Feb. But according to the market has done very well. When you look at the equities, it has done over 30% on average. The equities, the stock market has moved up, making new all-time high. Gold, we've said it has moved up. But particularly on this, on the recent tweet he made he was actually talking, because China had restricted the rare earth minerals, export of rare minerals to different countries. And then because the rare earth minerals are used in these, phones, the chips, electronic cars, the arms, like those whatever missiles and rockets. So, and China has the biggest purification, for rare minerals. And when it's restricted, it meant that it will affect a lot in the the US market. That is when Trump decided to put the 100%. But literally later, he decided to retreat, saying that it will never happen. But for me, on both sides, Trump is creating a scenario for his investors, for the market to crash, because the market had gone too high. For the normal investors to put, the institutional investors to put money into the market. Even in crypto, we are seeing a flux of institutional investors into the crypto market, particularly in Bitcoin through their ETFs. So you cannot buy Bitcoin at 125 or 26 US dollars, $1,000. And in my group, or in our group, I told people that the correction is imminent. We are likely to have a correction at any time. We expect Bitcoin to go to 150. But we expect that this year or in this bull market. But no institutional trader would love to buy at as high as 125,000. So they know their man. And Trump told them, you wait, this will be the best year of equities and trading. Him being a crypto guy, even he announced that crypto is now legal in US, and he signed the bill. There is no war. The war, in fact, he said the war on crypto has ended. That is what he said on his speech. So him being a crypto guy, with his son and other stuffs going into crypto, they can't buy crypto at as high as that. He has to create a way for them to buy low. That is my thinking.
He creates a way for his benefit.
Yeah.
Whatever he does it in his favor.
Exactly.
Of course.
So now, if he does things,
speculation.
if he does things in his favor,
No, it is speculation.
Speculation. Of course, you can say something and you know it's speculation.
But there's no
And people-
confirmation
There's
to
a
that.
saying that where there is smoke,
There is fire.
there is always fire.
Yeah.
This guy, I think, is a government.
No, because none of us have evidence to that. You get it?
So there's no way we can.
But logically, it's like that.
There's no way we can prove that, but that's what people are saying. So if people are saying so, and if he's doing it because of his favor or his benefits, how should forex traders or crypto traders position themselves into the market?
Actually, there is a guy from Ukraine who was a good trader. He's called Konstantin Galish, something like that. He's one of the people who got affected by that crash, that tweet of the 100%. He lost everything. and then he decided to take his life. And it is said to be more than 1,000 people lost their lives, or like what you said, they lost their minds, but they lost their lives. Most of them, a lot of the people who are crypto traders, and most of that was due to leverage or leverage, as people call it. For me, I believe crypto is very, 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 very volatile to trade it on leverage. And when you look at what escalated that crash was the exchanges and the other, the exchanges started closing positions due to the leverage. Let me give an example. We had floods in Uganda where so many traders lost their merchandise and businesses. Now you imagine you had borrowed 100 million and you had a capital of 20 million. So you put your, like, maybe your house or a plot of land as collateral into the bank, and the bank sees that you've lost the business. Of course, for it to recover that money, it will sell off the house. And maybe it can, because when you're putting any collateral into the bank or into a financial institution, there is a for sale value. For it, for them, they can't take that you borrowed 100 million. You give us a plot of land at valued at 100 million. It has to be more valuable. So when they sell it, they can recover 100 million. Now that for sale value caused the traders to sell off their assets for that they could. Like, for example, they borrowed money, they sell off their crypto assets, and then the exchanges get back their loans or their leverage. That's what caused the market to crash.
Actually, many people died just because of that. I saw someone, he's a Nigerian guy. This guy, he almost ran mad just because of that. He lost all his properties. He had bought cars, he had bought houses.
I'm already stranded in life. Forex trading has finally brought me into the forest.
Forest trading.
The
Forex has sent me back
to the forest.
Yeah.
Now he has become a forest trader.
Now he's a forest trader. So people, I want you to advise every trader that is watching us. How should someone behave in the market to avoid such scenarios? Because there is no way that you're going to buy all your stuff. You bought houses, you bought cars, and then you lose them at random, at once. Instantly. Just because of the market. How should Forex traders behave in the market? I know you're not here to teach, but at least you are here for the people. So let them hear from you. How should people behave in such scenarios? Before you say anything, did any one of you lose anything during the shutdown of the US government?
No, not me.
Not on that crash. For us, we have been losing money in our accounts.
Which tricks did you use that helped you out not to be sent back to the forest like the other guy?
First of all, it's son of Sam who always say it is always good to use a stop loss. That a stop loss is like keeping food in the is it the granaries, something like that?
Granary.
Yeah, that it helps you to, it saves you from, the catastrophe that comes in. Yeah, but probably back to that video, it's circulating and most of people have watched it. But all I can say, there is also another video on TikTok running. You have a house, sell it. You have a wife, sell it. Go full margin, full leverage. Guys, don't do that, because that if you do that, you end in the forest. And you'll be a forest trader, not a forex trader. So always have your risk parameters. Be like, for instance, my own case, I normally I don't take more than 3 trades a week. And of course, in those 3 trades, I have what I'm risking. If probably I have an account of 500 and I lose something like 5 at most 10% of the account. Manya in week chigani. There is no business without a loss. I force myself to close my computer and trading everything, and I think of other ways. So, meaning, if you're a trader out there and you want to join forex, please, first of all, you have to be having a risk parameter. Be like, yes, I have 100 million probably on my account. I want to go in forex. Please don't come in full margin. Like most of the traders, the so-called trading gurus say, they normally tell people, come in, go in full margin, no risk, no Ferrari.
0.1 load does not buy a Ferrari.
Please don't. Even recently, there is a video I've seen. Someone was like, "Binevin to tebiri mu risk."
Life is already a risk. You're already risking to be alive. So, why not risk bigger?
Please don't. Okay, yes, risk, but risk reasonably. Just like they tell people who take alcohol. Drink responsibly. So yes, also here, risk responsibly. If you're worth of $1 million, like your wealth, then why should you risk $1 million, not even 500? Exactly, not even 500. That is too much of a risk. At least risk 100. If they take the 100, you're okay. You'll not even call the relatives. No. So always look into your risk parameters. Know what you're willing. What you're willing to risk, and if they take it, end of the game.
Actually, for me, Mr. Julius. The money you put on your account, on the broker account, is already gone. You count it gone. The mistake we do, we think when I put on $500, amount on my account, on the broker's account, I'm going to make money. Of course you will, but also you're going to lose that money. Actually, we tell people that until you withdraw that money into your mobile money on your HFM account, and then you put it on your MTN or Airtel, that is your money. Before that, it is for the market, your liquidity.
It's for the HFM.
Yes, it is for HFM.
So if you withdraw that money, it belongs to HFM.
So
it is floating.
What I would advise any person, never sell what you have to go into the market. Some of us have sold our even from the phone. Someone buys the Techno or iPhone and then sells it to fund the account. I saw someone then selling a mattress. So you will sell everything
for them to get capital to fund their accounts.
So you sell everything. You can sell even your house. You can sell
even
the
wives and children.
We shall sell them.
He was the heir to the family house from the mother and whatever grandfather. Then he sold even that to fund the account.
Isn't he in prison? Because I'm looking at him as selling people's property.
I'm wondering how I wake up in the morning. I talk to my wife that, you know what?
I want to
sold it today. I want to fund my account.
Until, when you reach that stage, even the family has already gone, the wife has already gone. You can reach at that moment that even the wife leaves you with the children, and then you see why should I stay in this house alone? Then you sell the house and you put in the market, and then you go to the forest.
I think people who come in with such mindset, there are people who they have this misconception that trading is gambling. They forget that it is a business. Just like you wake up one morning and you want to invest, probably buy in computers and things like that.
Capital.
Yeah, capital. It is also the same thing here. Don't come in like you're selling off your house, you want to trade. You're selling off your ancestral land, you want to fund the account. You're making your broker very rich.
But you see,
making HFM more predominant.
But you see, in Buganda we have a saying, musajja munno. Nakubanga trading is really musajja munno. Okitegeera. But the truth is, I have not been to the point of selling everything I have, but I know people who have. And some have made it actually, because the truth is center trade. So there's a time when things weren't going. So my wife asked me, when you sit down, because she's a psychologist, and look at yourself. I really had a psychology session with her. She sat me down one day. I'm moving around thinking. She's like, we need to talk. Now to Zawa, straight up, and she's like, do you think trading is realistic or you are obsessed? I looked at her and I'm like, Nyabo, Simani. Truth be told, I told my wife. Your wife, my wife. I told her, Nyabo.
Family session.
Simani. No, our family sessions are like that. So she tells me, get a piece of paper, write it down.
Okay.
Why you think this is gonna be successful? So I wrote. Then she told me negatives, positives. I wrote. At the end of the day, she looked at my list and she's like, Isaac, I think you're obsessed. I told her, no, I cannot be obsessed. This is life. And that is how trading is. You go into that loop, and see you're not toyagala kumanya. I don't know, a trader, because I've seen, now I thought it was on me only, but it happened on someone else and she has told me, Olaba, nabo babu. You get, she kept on telling me, waliwo muzimu gwe bayita trading.
Of course.
The truth is, the moment, because me, I think it was fortunate or unfortunate, my first trade was a winning trade. And I had $100 and I made $300. You're not going to tell me anything after that.
You can't go back.
That's one thing I always ask people who come in, like they have been trading for some time and trading is not working out, and they are coming in for my mentorship. The first question I always ask them: have you ever made money and withdrawn that money? I don't care how little it is, but have you ever withdrawn? And if the answer is yes, I just get to know, okay, we're on the right track. And if the answer is no, then my second question is like, now where do you get the I don't know if it's the audacity or the courage to deposit and you're not getting anything. Exactly. And then the person is like, I saw it from my friend. There's someone. So,
That's
man,
why,
just like he says, serial trading.
At least someone to go into these forex signals, at least to get something to withdraw and enjoy that first time money, withdraw the joy of trading. Because when you enter in trading, there is no going back.
You can't go back.
You never go back. You look at the potential every day.
Every day.
Whatever you're saying is like you're going to make money. That's why people deposit. Because they hope.
And actually, people are withdrawing. People are
of course.
Actually, he has reminded me this one day I was working with my wife. And a range spot passed by. I'm like, ngenda chukufunira kupati. Like in my head, because of the potential of trading, I feel like everything can be achieved.
Exactly.
And most of us here in Africa, we grew up from averagely rich family. Okay, we broke. I don't want to call it broke, but we're not that rich, apart from a very few section of people.
The fact is, we are not.
Okay, so we are poor. Even broke is an understatement. We are poor. So when you get something that gives you ability, you feel like I can achieve that. You are locked in. You are locked in, and no one can tell you anything. You might look like a crazy man. You might look weird and what. Let me tell you, I've found people who have lost their jobs and they don't care. Like, I'm gonna make it. Someone approached me and was like, Isaac, I've lost everything. Please, tugende tukole sente. The moment he told me tugende tukole sente, ndeka, leave me alone. Ogenda kunchawira bwere. Because trading people can hate you. They come into that mindset that we are gonna make money.
Exactly.
And things don't work out. What if your first trade Trump treats, and you lose you lose everything there and then you get. But the truth is, the risk you have to calculate your risk carefully. I actually did not lose money in this crash, and I actually performed better than I expected.
Because the crash.
No, the shutdown.
The shutdown.
Yeah, because when I saw shutdown because of the wire trade, I expected there's no volume. But as I told you, I adjusted there and then because it wasn't new. Structure is structure. Whatever it is, wherever, structure is structure. I adjusted quite well, and in just 1 week, I was back on track. But the only thing that the truth is, trading, the only thing that will make you make money is if you're still in the game. If you blow that account, there's no more money made, and you have lost it until a day. So what the thing is, you have to understand risk management. If you meet someone who does not understand risk management, it is very hard. I know people have told me they are profitable even when they don't know risk management. To me, I don't think you can be profitable, but I've had incidences where people tell me they are profitable, and of course I take their word. I leave it at that. But the point is, you're trying to remain in the game. The most important point is, will I still have an account tomorrow? If let's say I'm having a bad day or a bad month or a bad year, the following day, will I still be able to deposit? Will I be able to make some money off the market? And the only way you're going to make money is if you still have your account. But if the account is blown,
the only way you're going to have money, the only way you're going to withdraw your money, it is by being so much responsible every time you deposit money on the account. That account should be an HFM account. Trust me, HFM is going to pay you if at all you make profits. When you use HFM, there are no commissions. No commissions, no slippage. Not only that, but also quick support. They are always there for you. Check the link below this video and then sign up for HFM. You're not going to regret. Comrades, thank
you for this session, Mr. Julius. On that conclusion, especially on the last remark, what you've been saying, I know most of us, our main asset is the phone. Don't sell your phone to go into the market because you have nothing.
Where will you work from?
God will bring capital. I don't know how, but it will bring. He will bring capital. So trade responsibly. Try to be in the market, back test as Mr. Zachary says, but be in the market, be responsible.
Be in the market, be responsible.
You know, it's so sad whenever this episode comes to an end, but regardless, I have to say goodbye to you, and please take responsible risks. Always manage your risks responsibly. If you're worth, I'm going to repeat this, if you're worth 1M, there is no reason why you should go in full margin. There is no reason why you should go in 500. Only imitwale etano, echetano chimala. And if it's taken, please relax. Find a mentor and be equipped with the right knowledge, and then come back to the battlefield. That's when you'll be victorious.
Be equipped with the right knowledge and then come back to the field. Isaac, your last word in today's episode.
Yeah, thank you for having us. This is the Blockfi team. It's so amazing to hang out and talk about real stuff. There's this mentality of go high or go home. Please risk responsibly, and trading will be nice. As long as the account is still there and you're risking well, you will make it. Eventually your capital grows. And that's what, I forgot to talk about this. People don't understand the importance of compounding. Capital grows slowly. You don't have to go back home. You don't have to lose your family. You don't have to lose your wife, your kids, and sell them off. And what? If you don't have enough for capital, grow slowly. Steady progress.
Become and grow slowly. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. It's been funded by HFM. Please sign up for HFM. It's very good interface, simple, easier to use. If you use it, you're not going to regret. Mr. Bashir, you had something to say?
Yeah, for those who are seeing us for the first time, please subscribe. We are always here on Blocfiafrica. Subscribe to get notification, and then you can join our Telegram group. You can follow us on Twitter. on TikTok. Yeah, Blocfiafrica. And also we have, if you're just starting, a beginner, you want to know where to start from before getting maybe a mentor, we have Blocfi Learn, a YouTube channel where you can have a breakdown of all the concepts. If you're new, totally new, don't know about trading, yeah, you can go there for learning about forex trading.
This means Blocfi is there for you. It has got a lot for you to learn. You just need to subscribe and keep following what we post. Trust me, a lot are coming. My name is Julius, your host as always. Thank you so much for watching. See you.